We are all here, I think, so I think we can start. Okay, so topic of my presentation today is building marketplaces with Sylius using OpenMarketplace, our solution. Before I move to the topic, I will introduce myself. Some of you may recognize me from previous meetings, from other events or LinkedIn or anywhere else. I'm really excited to see you all here, to match the online faces I see every day on LinkedIn, Slack profiles, to match these faces to real people. So welcome, hi. And moving forward, a little bit about me, about my experience in BitBag. I've been working for BitBag for like 4 years now, almost. And during my experience here, I've gone through various of projects like B2C, B2B, and multi-vendor marketplaces. And the last one, the most important for me, the most interesting, and one of the biggest projects I've solved in BitBag in the beginning was multi-vendor marketplace for our customer, Just USA. So yeah, that's about me shortly. Few words about the agenda for today's meeting, the genesis of OpenMarketplace, the reasons why you should consider OpenMarketplace as your solution before I even move to the actual features, because it will be important at some point. The next one is relations to Sylius, because not for everyone it is that clear that OpenMarketplace have very much in common with Sylius. I will say about it a little bit later. Compatibility and development, what's inside, and I think for many of you, the most interesting topic is the roadmap. So let's move forward. Genesis of OpenMarketplace. In BitBag, we got very confident with Sylius over all these years, with the flexibility that Sylius offers, with the flexibility that Sylius offers. We had the chance to try ourselves with multi-vendor marketplaces even before OpenMarketplace was created. So once we gathered all this experience over the years, we decided, why shouldn't we make something that will help our customers to deliver the project faster, cheaper, and there's no perfect solution for that, obviously. There are many differences between the marketplaces that cannot be made out of the box, obviously. And we had the chance to test Sylius with marketplaces in entertainment industries, in groceries, and what else, in medicine. Yeah, so that's shortly about the genesis. Let's move to the OpenMarketplace. Why you should consider it as your option. First of all, just as Sylius, it is fully open source on MIT license, so it's completely free. It is based on Sylius, and since it's SyliusCon, you all know Sylius, so I hope you will have trust in this solution. So we will always try to keep OpenMarketplace as close to Sylius as possible, just like Sylius to Symfony. What's next? It is a great alternative for Miracle, for smaller companies, because probably most of you know Miracle as a solution. It is a really big, great solution, but it may be an overkill for many of the smaller companies. So maybe OpenMarketplace is worth to take as a second option, or something simpler in the beginning and able to scale to the level of Miracle. What else? High developer experience. This is something I won't go too deep into because I'm not a tech guy, but you can ask my colleagues here from BitBag, so they will extend this topic. What else? Ready for headless. It is ready for headless and also for server rendered approach. And yeah, that's about it. Here we have the levels of abstraction. So as you can see, Open Marketplace, it is very important for me to clarify, because it brings a lot of confusion when it comes to Open Marketplace, that people do not understand that basically Open Marketplace is extended version of Sylius with multi-vendor marketplace functionalities. Everything that is behind the Open Marketplace is basically Sylius with some extra extensions. Moving forward, this is also something I said a second ago, that Open Marketplace will always catch up to the newest version of Sylius. It will get as close as possible to the newest version to make sure all the features that are provided by Sylius will also be available in Open Marketplace. And yeah. About the Open Marketplace itself, about the features, about the possibilities, and what's the most important, the differences between Sylius and Open Marketplace. What Open Marketplace really offers is the area for vendor, where you log in as a customer. At some point, you will be able to become a vendor. We were thinking about few approaches, because every multi-vendor marketplace is different. Some businesses would like to separate the vendor panel. Some would like to have it in a customer panel. We decided to go this way. We still have options to change that. We can move it out. We can take it out. We can do it differently. But that's how it is in Open Marketplace. We had to make some decisions in which direction to go, if we should go with provisions or subscriptions. We decided to go this way, but there's always option to change, since it's Sylius, so it's very flexible and easy to change. What next? Just as in admin panel in Sylius, vendors gets the option to add their product listings. That has to be approved by the admin. We cannot give the vendors the full access to the store, so they can't change anything by themselves. Everything has to be approved. Everything has to be accepted by the admin to make sure everything is at the same level. As a vendor, we also have access to the orders, so we can check if the order is paid, if we can ship it, if we can do anything with that. What next? We can choose shipments that were provided by the admin. We cannot add any other options. We can discuss it with admin, obviously, but we can only choose the options that admin offers us as an option. If we want to choose DHL or anything else, there's a checkbox to accept it or not. What's next? There are payments. Just like with shipments, we only have options provided by the admin, so we can choose which payment methods we would like to use within our products. And just like in Sylius, Open Marketplace is 100% ready for multi-channel, so the vendors can decide which products should go to which channel, which products should be turned off, or anything around this. Another module is communication module between the vendor and the administrator. We wanted to make sure that the communication stays within the platform. We didn't want to take it outside, force our store owners to communicate with vendors by emails, phones, or anything else. When you have 5 vendors, maybe it is possible and pretty much okay, but when you get to the level where you have, let's say, 100 vendors, it will be hard to maintain all the communications. There will be plenty of cases, and we have pretty much covered that in Open Marketplace within the communication module. what's next is vendor profile page and reviews. Every vendor wants to be special. They want to describe themselves in different ways. They want to show their, I don't know, personalities or something like this. They want to have the avatar, the name, their own person in the marketplace. So we gave them the option to change everything that is on the site about the vendor. Not every marketplace has vendor visible on the front-end side. Some marketplaces want to hide the vendors behind the front end. So we had to decide which way to go. So it was important for us to give vendors the option. And the other thing that may sound controversial, I would say, is that we gave vendors the possibility to maintain the reviews. They can change them, they can apply changes, they can accept or reject them, but it is up to the business if they want to give that much freedom to the vendors, obviously. And we are heading to the roadmap. I think something that will be the most interesting part, I believe. Admin and vendor settlements future. As I said before, there are few approaches for multi-vendor marketplaces. Some works with provisions, some works with subscription models when the vendor pays subscription fee just to use the platform. But we decided to go the way where a specific amount of order is going to the admin, the owner of the store. So we decided right now it is only visible which vendor has how much the percent of the provision. But at some point we would like to have the payments, the settlements covered to be automated. The next thing from the roadmap are the sales statistics feature. We know that vendors want to see how much they sold, how much they gathered, how much provision have they paid during the month or over the year. So it will be very important to provide from us, so that is also the roadmap. The other thing is admin reports module, which shows to the admin how much each vendor is generating in terms of sales, in terms of orders and stuff. Not to eliminate them, but to help them improve, to help them adapt, to help them improve their offer. Because marketplaces are not only about the clients, it's also about the vendors. The better vendors you have, the more valuable is your marketplace, obviously. A marketplace without vendors cannot work, obviously. The other thing, it is also between the admin and vendors, are documents. It will be a place where documents can be transferred between admin and vendor, like agreements, invoices, some other important stuff like NDAs or anything else. So we'll have that covered in the future. And yeah, that's everything from my end. One more thing I wanted to add, that I really wanted to show you today some case study from OpenMarketplace, even though it's pretty much fresh solution. It's been released by the end of the last year, so we couldn't do it till now to push any project live, and also we couldn't share some of them for specific reasons, for like NDAs or something like this. But I can tell you that we had a chance to try this solution, and we are pretty much sure that we can work with that it is working really well. And yeah, that's everything from my end. If you have any questions, you can catch me here today or even on the after party. One more thing, Nicholas wanted me to remind you that Molly is conducting a lottery. So go to the Molly stand, take a lottery ticket, and you can win an PHP Elephant, which I've heard is pretty much popular here. Okay, so thank you very much.